Sorry, my video cut out. So this is I'll carry on. So this is the second part of this video. So for the divine counterpart, it is all around this connection being a gift to help them see the truth of their heart, basically. The Page of Cups is about emotions, it's romantic, it's about love. And for us, it's the gift, again, a gift that's given to us for the heart of us, because we know we're part of this divine justice. And coming into clarity around our spiritual truth, basically. So I'm working, both of us in the connection, working hard in the physical world to make it happen. And understanding that when you plant the seed, you need to nurture it and water it, and then wait for it to grow, basically. So the energy that we're taking from the union is then retreat, the Four of Swords, which is so, last week it was like there was a lot of mental anguish. And so this week it makes sense that it's calmer, it's that sense of pausing and retreating and letting the mind just calm down a bit, because we know that this is given as a gift, an emotional opening of the heart, right? This is what we've got, this outpouring of new emotion. We've got the Queen and the King of Swords, because we're coming into our truth. And that happens more and more and more as we move through these energies, these collective energies, as we open up to the heart space more and more and more on a collective level. So the Queen and the King of Swords. Let's have a look. What's the grounding energy? And it is the Six of Pentacles, which is the give and take, right? So look at that. It's the scales right there. So it's like this game that we're constantly playing, the shifting of the energies to and fro. At the heart of the divine counterpart, they have the Seven of Pentacles. What we're wanting is the Eight of Pentacles. The Seven and Eight of Pentacles is about working in unison to create balance. The Six of Pentacles, balance in the physical world, the equal amounts of give and take, an equally balanced relationship in terms of feelings and emotions. Not that, these connections are all about heart-based, heart-centered living, not about what you can give for them and what they can give to you. It's very, very different. It's on an equal partnership, and that's why divine justice is there. So it is kind of, perfect. The good thing to see is that this week, the energy is supporting having this a bit of a mental retreat, not going so crazy in the mind, because last week it was like the Ten of Swords was the ultimate energy. Let's have a look at the overall energy. Look at that, Six of Swords, moving into victorious waters, moving into calmer waters after, look at that. The Four of Swords is that resting and retreating of the mind, and the overall energy for this week is about, sailing into these calmer waters. We know that we're heading towards the shore, heading to, just like the tide, the ebb and flow of the tide, we're moving towards those calmer, stiller, victorious waters. So that's kind of beautiful, because we do have the King and Queen of Swords there as well, which is about gaining that mental clarity. So let's have a look. What activation do we need to help us today, this week? What activation do we need to help us? This is Sacred Geometry, Sacred Geometry deck. The activation that we need to help us this week, to help us with these connections. And this is kind of like a very beautifully balanced kind of energy around working hard in the physical, being able to control the mind with the King and Queen of Swords here, understanding that this is about divine justice. There's this emotional heart opening, because ultimately what we both want is that being able to bring this cup of love. But, it's slow moving, and that's okay. That's what we have to be patient for. Perception. Number 35. So let's have a look. What does perception? Last time we had emergence. So this is perception. And let me just read it. So perception. Perception can be described as the interpretation of that which has entered into our awareness. Upon first glance, the perception activation presents what seems to be chaos in motion. But when we take a better look, we find perfect alignment and synchronicity between the different aspects. We find balance and harmony. The sharp blades of clear perception cut through the layers of illusion that cover the space between the world of spirit and the world of matter. Together, the blades are neither round nor square, indicating that they are effective in both worlds. Conceptually, circles stand for everything and nothing at all, balance and infinity, purity and freedom. Within this image, they also represent our connection to a larger universe and the many planets that revolve around the realities that exist beyond your own. We think we have a clear perception of the reality that lies behind the blades, but we discover that the waters of our emotional and physical world are mirrored perfectly by the sky, our spiritual nature. They are exactly the same, as above, so below. The square border represents the form-based reality of our earthbound life, while the lights on the corners remind us of our ability to reach far beyond these illusionary three-dimensional boundaries at any time we choose. When combined with awareness, skill, and precision, these perception blades can cut through illusions that otherwise keep us locked in place. The energy of perception reminds us that the concept itself is biased. Our consciousness determines our perception, and there is no absolute truth in what we perceive. There are always more layers to uncover, more insights to be revealed. The blades of clarity cut through illusion and expand our perception of reality, revealing a path towards harmony and peace in our inner world and in the world around us. The dark border around the edge indicates the vast and deep universe that oftentimes seems mysterious and dark. The blues indicates the clarity of expression that is needed to cut through the illusions of our perceived reality. The red edges indicate our solid foundation in the physical world, while embodied here on earth. The yellows and golds indicate the inner power that is needed to create a reality that matches our perception of our inner and outer worlds combined. So bringing the as above, so below. So this is the activation. Close your eyes and think about where the edges of your comfort zone lies. Are you willing to try something new, or do you prefer to stay in your familiar routines? When is the last time you did something completely out of your comfort zone? Go inside of yourself and witness how your perception of reality can change by just changing your point of focus from the outer to the inner. Wow. So that is, that is really this, isn't it? Because it's the King of Queen of Swords. It's changing your reality to be a heart-based, heart-centered, and a heart-focused reality, because this is divine justice. This is what we're being called to do, to bring home, here, to bring home. Look at that, what's underneath the Six of Swords. It's the King of Cups and decisions. So that's what we're being asked to do. Always make a decision about how we want to live our life. Do we step outside of the comfort zone and go towards calmer waters by following our intuition? So there you go. That's for this week. I really hope that helps. It looks like we're going to have a bit of calmer mind this week, which is good. So if you would like to have a reading like this for your connection, to see what's going on with your divine counterparts energies, with your energies, and then the connection, and also what activation you need to help you, then please do. All details are in the description box against this video. You'll receive a private video like this, and you can replay it over and over and over, and it will basically lift and shift your vibration. Okay, there you go. That's the message. That's the weekly read for this week. Okay, good luck everyone. Take care. Bye.